Hi, my name is Den. Welcome to my channel. This is an acoustic guitar worship tutorial for the song Sunday is Coming, made popular by Phil Wickham. The song is 80 beats per minute in the key of C. I'm going to show you using a capo and using G-shaped chords. So when I play a G up on the 5th fret with the capo on the 5th fret, that's going to come out in the key of C. If you want to play in the key of B, you would capo 4. If you want to play in the key of B flat, you capo 3. The key of A would be capo 2, and if you take the capo completely off, you get the key of G. I'm going to show you how to play it on the 3rd fret, just to make it easier on my voice. When I play a G, this is going to come out as a B flat chord, come on the key of B flat. Like I say, if you want to match the recording, just capo on the 5th fret. Hey, I made another video for this song. It just has me playing along with the song with a click, and I have the chords on the screen. I also have strum patterns on the screen, so if that's something that interests you, check that video out. So let's get into the song. First of all, let's talk the chords for the song. Every one of these chords, I'm going to have my 3rd finger and my 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B and the E string. The entire song, I think these 2 fingers are going to stay there. So the first chord of the song is a G over a B. So you play 5 strings. You put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, which gives you the B note relative to the capo. I typically let the D string mute with my 1st finger. If you want to, you can have it ring open. Either one's fine. So here it is with it ringing open. And here it is if you mute with your index finger, if you mute the D string. It sounds like that. So there's not a whole lot of difference. Here it is open, and here it is with it muted. The second chord of the song is a C chord, so you want to take your 2nd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the A string. So to go from G over B, you just take your 2nd finger up to the 3rd fret of the A string. You're going to play 5 strings, and once again I let my 2nd finger mute the D string, but you don't have to. You could have your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string to get the C chord. I think technically it's a C add 9. But I usually just let my 2nd finger mute the D string. The 3rd chord of the song is an A minor. For this song, my A minor, I'm going to play it like this. I'm playing 5 strings. I've got my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and I'm playing 5 strings. Sometimes I will mute the G string, but you don't have to. So that G string could be muted if you wanted. The 4th chord of the song is a G chord. This is a standard G5. So I have my 2nd finger on the thickest string on the 3rd fret. That's the E string. And typically when I play this song, I mute the A string, or when I play a G5 chord, I guess, I typically mute the A string, but you don't have to. You could take your 1st finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. So there's all 6 strings ringing out, but I typically just mute the 2nd string just because it doesn't really sound all that much different to me, and it's easier for me to play. The 5th chord of the song is an E minor. So for E minor, you're going to put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string and play all 6 strings. And then for the D chord throughout the song, typically I'm actually playing a D suspended. So I put my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and play 4 strings. If you accidentally hit this string, the A string, it's not going to totally ruin the chord. It just gives you a D over an A. But you don't want to hit the thick strings. You want to avoid that one for sure. Another chord in the song on the bridge is a C over a G, and so you can play a C chord like this, like we've done already, and then add your 1st finger to the 3rd fret of the thick E string to give you that nice deep low bass. You don't have to actually play this chord in the song, but it does show up on most charts that I've seen. You can also play a C over G like this. But then I wouldn't have my 3rd and 4th finger on the 3rd fret, and so it kind of ruined the common sound of that. Another chord you're going to have is a G over a D chord. So that's the bottom 4 strings with the D and the G string open and the 3rd and 4th fingers on the 3rd frets of the B and the E string. Now sometimes when I play this chord, I will actually mute the 2 thicker strings with either one finger or take both fingers and just lightly let them touch these 2 strings so that they're muted, so that I don't accidentally have them ring out, but you don't have to do that either. It's just a kind of a cheater thing that I do. And there's also a C over an E chord. So if you play your C like this, just let your thick E string ring out and you would have a C over an E. And so that's all the chords for the song. So for the verse of the song, to start the song, you want to change chords from a G over B to a C. And you want to do it on beat 1 and the and after 2. So if you're counting it out, you play a G over B, you go 1 and 2. When you get to the and after 2, play the C, 3 and 4 and. Let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you start singing. A great light dawns in Galilee. Remember, like I said, there's not actually an acoustic guitar until after the chorus, but I just kind of do typically just a single strums. A great light dawns in Galilee, and then A minor, G. And once again, that's on beat 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Some say madman, some say king. Back to G over B. Wonder-working rebel priest, and then E minor. Jesus Christ the Nazarene, and back to G over B. He knew well what it would take, and then A minor G. To free us all from sin and grave. G over B, C. A perfect man would have to die, E minor D. Only he could pay that price. Then you go into the chorus. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to stay updated on my channel, hit the subscribe button. So for the chorus of the song, it's going to be G over B, C. Once again, you're doing that on beat 1 and the and after 2. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Friday's good 'cause Sunday is coming, A minor, G. Don't lose heart 'cause Sunday is coming, G over B, C. Devil, you're done, you better start running, E minor, D. Friday's good 'cause Sunday is coming, and then to a G. And once again, there's no acoustic guitar at this point on the recording, so I just usually do single strums. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so you just count that out every single time you do it on beat 1 and the and after 2. For verse number 2 of the song, you can start out on a G over B to C. You're going to do that on beat 1 and the and after 2. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then A minor to G, A minor to G. On the recording, it kind of sounds like they're doing some 16th note muted notes. So they have their hand, their right hand, just off the bridge of the guitar to kind of get it muted. If you go too far this way, you get no sound at all. If you go too far this way, you don't get any of the muted effect. So they just have their palm barely right off the edge, and it's the meaty part of your palm right on the edge of the bridge to get that. And they may have some delay on the guitar, I'm not really sure. There's an electric guitar doing that as well. For me, I'm just going to do 16th note strums. So I'm going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. I'm just going down, up, 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 down. You just want to make sure that you change your chord on the 1 and the and after 2. So G over B, C, A minor, C, and then E minor to D. So here is verse number 2. So we let those soldiers take him in, as his friend betrayed him with a kiss. There before the mocking crowd, like a lamb to the slaughter, didn't make a sound. Then he carried that cross to Calvary, and he shed his blood to set us free. As the nails ran in and the sky went dark, the redemption of the world was all in his heart. Then you go into the chorus of the song. For the chorus after verse number 2, if you want to, you can just keep doing 16th note strums. So it's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But for me, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And I'm putting a heavy emphasis on beat 1, the and after 2, and then beat 4. But like I say, you can just do 16th note strums if you want to. So here's the strum pattern I'm talking about. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G over B to C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E minor to D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here is the chorus if you're playing that. Friday's good 'cause Sunday is coming. Don't lose heart 'cause Sunday is coming. Devil, you're done, you better start running. Friday's good 'cause Sunday is coming. So for the bridge of the song, to get to the bridge, you're just going to stay on a G chord. You can just do that single strums. And then we start on a G. Then he breathed his last, and then a C over G, which you can just play a C. If you want to play a C over G, you could put your index finger on the bass note of the 3rd fret of the thick E string. That gives you a C with a G in the bass, is what that means. I'll probably just typically just play the C and let the bass guitar player play that bass note. So here we go. G. Then he breathed his last, and C or C over G, and bowed his head, and then G. The Son of God, C. And man was dead. G over B. With bloody hands, C. Tears on their face. G over D. They laid him down. C over E. Inside that grave. So once again, a G over D, you're just playing really the bottom 4 strings. And you can try muting these 2 strings with your 1st and 2nd fingers if you want. Just barely letting them touch it, just to kind of give you a safety in case you accidentally hit these strings, they won't ring out. And then for the C over E, you just play your C, but you let the E string ring out to give you the C with an E in the bass. Inside that grave. And then you want to start going to straight down strums. I think these are 8th notes. Let's see. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah. There's a G over B. But that wasn't the end. C. That wasn't the end. G over D. That wasn't the end. D suspended. Let me tell you what happened next. So let me play through the entire bridge. G. Then he breathed his last, C, and bowed his head, G. The Son of God, C. and man was dead. G over B, with bloody hands. C, tears on their face. G over D, they laid him down. C over E, inside that grave. But that wasn't the end. That wasn't the end. That wasn't the end. Let me tell you what happened next. And then you go into verse number 3. For verse number 3, coming out of the bridge, what you could do is just single strums. So it would be like this: G over B, C, and then A minor to G, and then continue the bridge that way. Or you could try the following rhythm. You could go like this. So all I was doing there was adding that extra beat on the and after 2. So it was 1 and 2 and 3, and then A minor to G, 1, 2 and 3. G over B to C. Like I say, you don't have to do that. You can just do just single strums if you want to. Okay, so here is verse number 3. G over B to C. The women came before the dawn to find that stone already gone. When they looked inside, the angel said, why are you looking for the living among the dead? He's alive, he's alive. Then you go into what they call the VAMP section. And for this, I'm going to go back to the same strum pattern I was doing earlier, which is the following: down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I have a heavy emphasis on beat 1, the and after 2, and then beat 4. So let me play verse number 3 and the vamp together. The women came before the dawn to find that stone already gone. When they looked inside, the angel said, why are you looking for the living among the dead? He's alive, he's alive, hallelujah, he's alive. Give him praise, lift him high, hallelujah, he's alive. He's alive, he's alive, hallelujah, he's alive. Give him praise, lift him high, hallelujah, he's alive. And now we're in the instrumental. A minor, G. G over B to C. E minor to D. So for the ending of the song, you just want to go to single strums. Now Jesus reigns, that's a G chord. C, upon the throne, and then G, all heaven sings. C, to him alone, and then G, we watch and wait. C, like a bride for a groom. G, oh church arise, and then G over D, he's coming soon. And that's the end of the song. So for that G over D, once again, you're just playing the bottom 4 strings. If you want, you can mute the top 2 strings in case you accidentally hit them. He's coming soon. Hey, I made another video for this song. It just has me playing along with the song with a click. And I have the chords on the screen. I also have strum patterns on the screen. So if that's something that interests you, check that video out. So that's the song, Sunday is Coming, made popular by Phil Wickham. If you like this video, go and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to stay up to date on my channel, hit the subscribe button and have a great day.